Thanks so much. Obviously, we've talked about coaching, or I've shared this with you, or you're in a group, or you're just interested about coaching and found it. So either way, welcome. My name's Greta, in case we haven't met. So we're going to go over kind of my story, how I became a Beachbody coach, what it takes to be a Beachbody coach, what it takes to be on my team, how we kind of do things, and lastly, see if you're interested. I mean, it's worth a shot. So my story kind of starts back in high school. I was super athletic, played all the sports, really enjoyed them, loved being in shape. I use air quotes and I'll explain why in a minute. I loved my martial arts. I did taekwondo, I did kickboxing, I did boxing, I started doing jiu-jitsu. I loved the MMA aspect, like go ground and pound. So I used air quotes for being in shape because while I was in super good shape, I had really, really crappy nutrition. And by that I mean, I would drink pop all the time. I would eat bags of chips. I would go out for that giant juicy hamburger, but then eat it like 4 nights a week. I was doing things like that where it didn't show up because I was working so much, but it's a wonder that I had energy to do anything. So fast forward to college and take out all the athletics and keep all of those dietary habits. And the freshman 20 turned into like the freshman 40, 45, and what used to be muscle then turned into lots of fluff. So while, I could tell I was gaining weight, it didn't really register. Like, I was more preoccupied with what the social schedule was going to be for that weekend, because in college that's what matters. So to say the least, I tried to eat healthy, like, I'll eat a salad, but then I'll load it up with all kinds of cheese and ranch and whatever else I can find. So the health factor really wasn't there, but I gave it an effort. I also tried the I'll eat one meal and then skip the next one kind of a deal. And of course that totally backfired. I did lose some weight by doing that, but it just wasn't effective. So a big part of my journey is I'm a teacher. So I'm on year 3 of teaching. So if you know anything about teaching, there isn't a lot of time to eat. So lunches are usually while you're multitasking doing other things. So prior to becoming a coach and working on my nutrition, my lunches were like a bag of popcorn or just an apple or, whatever I could find in my desk drawer for that day. So that kind of paints you a picture of what nutrition was like. And then, to go along with the teaching thing, what kind of drove me to scrolling through and finding this ad on Instagram. I was super unhappy. I'm a special ed teacher, so, first off, I want to say I love my job. Don't take that the wrong way, but it's a super stressful job. And in that sense, I, came home and it was a stressful time of the year. I was done. I didn't want to go back. Not good. I was unhappy. I was not a nice person to be around. I didn't eat what I should at all. I had no energy. I was surviving on Dr. Pepper and Red Bull and whatever else I could find. It was just not a good real situation. And so I was scrolling through Instagram one day, of course, looking at all these fit pictures. I'm like, oh, I wish I could be this, or I wish I could look like this, or I wish I could have, all the wishing. I did that a lot. And then I see this help wanted ad, and I was super skeptical. I was like, no, it sounds way too good to be true. Like, you can get healthy but still make money. No, not gonna happen. So, my mom has always taught me that if it sounds too good, it probably is too good. And so probably because she told me not to go with it, I went ahead and messaged Christina. So Christina's talking me through everything, and I have tons of questions. I'm talking tons of questions. I probably drove her crazy. And I'm like, this might actually work. Like, it might be possible. So I get to thinking, and I'm like, this could be worth something. So she's filling me in on challenge groups, and as coaches you get to run those. And I really didn't register how great challenge groups were until I was in one. And then you realize the accountability, the motivation, the support of having other ladies going, yes, you did it, like cheering you on. It's incredible. And so that's what kind of helped me decide that, yes, I am going to stick with this idea of being a coach, because it was all those things that helped kind of support me and show me that I can do it. Another big factor in pushing me to try it is my husband drag races, and he's also a diesel mechanic. So none of my vehicles that I've driven have been what you could say slow. So right now I have a stock Raptor. It's kind of sad. But, the plan is to put, go fast parts on it. And to do that, you have to have the budget to handle it. And let's face it, a teaching job does not handle that. So another motivation for me was earning money to buy those truck parts. They're expensive. So to be able to do that, I knew that, I had to step out of my comfort zone and try something new. And so, Christina kept telling me, you have 30 days, try it. If you don't like it, send it back. And so that's where that challenge group came in, because the challenge group was for 30 days. And I'm like, whew. By like day 15, I was sold. I could feel a difference. I could see a difference. It was amazing. So, of course, after my 30 days, I stuck with it. And it has seriously changed how I view things, how I approach my day. I don't come at it like, oh, another day, like, I don't want to do this. Like, I find something positive to look at. But what coaching really is being that motivator, being your own boss. So I think that's what kind of helped me the most, was that I was in charge of me. I felt really stuck in a rut at my teaching job. It was just over and over, and stress and stress and stress. Whereas as me being my boss, I'm in charge of me. So if I don't get it done, then that's on me. That's not me relying on someone else to get it done. And so that was kind of me being able to take it into my own hands and be in charge, which I needed that. So that's been huge, that, as a coach, you're your boss. You decide when you're going to work. You decide how hard you're going to work. And, a really big part is, as a teacher, I motivate every day. I want my kids to succeed. I want them to make growth and gains and learn something new. And so, that's kind of a big part of coaching, is that I'm like, I'm motivating ladies. I'm teaching them new things. I'm helping them succeed. I'm helping them grow in their fitness and nutrition and whatever it is. And it's awesome. It seriously is just like teaching, but I'm having to talk to adults. And that's a little bit scary. And it's anybody can do it. I have ladies who are 40 and 50, and I have ladies who are 20. You name it, they're in my team. And it's not just the ladies that are, wanting to do it full time. Can you totally do that? Oh, heck yes, you can. But it's about finding what you want. So you can be like me where I'm building my empire, but I'm doing it with a full-time job. You can be like some of my ladies where they're signed up as coaches just so they can save money on Shakeology. Because heck yeah, who doesn't want to save money? But it's totally up to you. A lot of my mamas are, or a lot of my coaches are mamas, and they've taken on this coaching adventure so that they can stay home with their babies, because who doesn't want to do that? I don't have kids right now. I just have fur babies, which are like my babies. But, a lot of my coaches are that way. They found this outlet as a way to stay home with their babies and see them every day and see them grow while still being able to help support their family. So it's kind of however it works for you, but this was my way to be my own boss and not rely on others. So that's what kind of drove me to it. What a day of coaching really looks like. It's making connections with people. That's the biggest thing. And, it doesn't matter what your personality is. I am super shy. I don't go out of my way to talk to people. Unless I just absolutely need to talk to you, I'm not going to say anything. You might get a wave if you're lucky. So it's like, anybody can do this. When I say that, I'm not kidding. Like, anybody can do it. My coach uses a saying, you be you, boo. And that's using your whatever you are. So my husband and I do outdoors. I love drag racing. He loves drag racing. I've got my fur babies who are my kids. I've got ranching and cattle, and I've got teaching. Those are my 5 core things, and that's what I work on. And that's how I build my empire. And my empire is building. Are you going to build yours? But you have that opportunity to totally rock your business. And the thing, one of the big things that I love is whatever you decide to put into your business is what you're going to get out of it. So if you're busting butt, it's going to show. Let your hard work behind the scenes make a difference. And, if you believe you can do it, like once I finally believed, crazy things happen. I'm telling you. You just got to take that leap. And, my husband kind of helped push me along to make that leap, but it was so worth it, and I am so incredibly grateful that he did. And so it just makes me want to share it with others because of the great things it's done for me. And if I didn't truly believe and I didn't love the results that I've gotten and how the company runs and the fact that they care about like a little peon like me, I wouldn't be here getting others to join. I will say that anyone who does join my team, I'm super pumped to have you. But if you're not ready, that's cool. When you're ready, hit me up. I'll be happy to have you then. All of our trainings are online, so you don't have to stress about like how to do anything, because I had that panic attack. But so just to kind of cap everything up, to be a coach, you're really just the motivator. You're motivating, you're inspiring, you're being your boss, and you're working that income, and it's seriously worth it. The work you put in directly shows. I just got another check in the mail today, and I was super excited about it. That means more truck parts, but it's finding something that works for you. And I not only feel better, but I'm earning money to go with it. So I would love to have you on my team. If you have any questions, please message me, comment, whatever. I'll help you out. Hope to hear from you.